Welcome to Uhandisi Talks. Welcome back to Uhandisi Talks. My name is Marion Golda. I'm really excited to be here today. We're talking about professional engineer registration. So, as usual, if you have any comments, put them on the comment section. But before I continue, I'll start by apologizing because we've taken quite some time to start. I would also like to wish a happy Valentine's to those who are celebrating. and To introduce myself a bit, my name is Marion Golda, a structural and bridge engineer and the founder of Uhandisi Talks. And today, as you guys know, we want to talk about professional engineer registration. And we have just the right person to talk about this with you. So today's talk is loaded. Before I bring in the speaker, we're going to be talking about professional all round professional engineer registration with the EBK. But we know that the audience that we have is usually from all over the world. So if you're from another part of the world, uh, feel free to compare the notes. You know, the registration process is largely the same. So feel free to compare the notes. If anything is different, you can also let us know. If you're from another discipline, not electrical engineering, it's also largely the same, apart from the electrical stuff, I think they're reporting. So welcome all to this conversation. And now I'm going to reveal our guests today. Welcome, Engineer Nelly.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us at Uhandisi Talks.
Good morning.
Yes. Thank you so much for joining us at Uhandisi Talks. And before we go further, I think we'll give you an opportunity to introduce yourself, what you do. I think we can start with who is Engineer Nelly, outside within the engineering title, and why electrical engineering. I think we can start from there.
Okay. Good morning, engineers, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to join you in Uhandisi Talks. I am Engineer Nelly Kosgei, currently working with Kengen under drilling department. I am a principal tech now, and I am a mother of one beautiful girl. Uh, Engineering or professional registration for me, it wasn't just ticking boxes. It was about proving competency, ethics, and readiness to take the responsibility. I am happy
Mhm.
to join you people as we are going to have this conversation about the journey to registration as a professional engineer. Asante sana.
Thank you so much. So, Engineer Nelly, when I was preparing for this talk and I was looking at some of the things that you've been able to do, honestly, I was scared because I see you like with very, very big equipment contributing to energy, power generation, yeah,
Yeah.
in our country. And today we're talking about professional engineer registration, but this must have started somewhere, education and starting off your career until where you are now with over 14 years of experience. So maybe you can walk us a bit through that, and then we can now come to professional registration with the EBK and how that is.
Okay. Engineer Nelly is one of the people who took the long route to get to Nairobi. Instead of going directly from Naivasha to Nairobi, I went
Mhm.
through took another route, turning back all the way to get to Nairobi. So I didn't manage, first of all, to get to the university. I started with
Mhm.
a diploma in electrical and electronics engineering, power
Mhm.
option at Kenya Power Training School.
Mm.
Thereafter, I came to work. After coming to work, I decided to go back for my BSc. So I did my BSc in Moi University,
Mm.
graduated in 2018, went back to school again. This time I did a diploma in project management.
Mm.
Currently, I'm pursuing my master's in oil and gas with energy management at the University
Mm.
of East London. I'm doing it online.
Mm.
So, journey has been a roller coaster. It's been not a straight one. We used the
mm,
long route to get that degree.
mm,
Proud about it so much, and I would tell anyone, and I would convince anyone today,
mm,
if your baby or your brother or sister doesn't
mm,
make it to university, you can start. We have TVETs now. Start with
mm,
what you have,
mm.
that then from there build it up, build the ladder. So that is how it started. I've
Wow.
been I've been in the field for 14 years now. 14
Mm,
years, 2 months
mm.
now.
Oh my goodness. I don't know how you do that, Engineer Nelly. Some of us are already tired. We're not even almost to 14 years.
Yes,
But I'm so glad you said that. Number one, I didn't know you had gone through that path when I invited you for this conversation. And when I was not when I was posting all this and trying to get electrical engineers to join, there's one who asked me, okay, I sent the poster, he's an electrical engineer, and then he was telling me, no, but this is for people with degrees. Literally, he told me that. So you are really the right person to talk to to people on this. And for those who are watching and you have not started, not done your degree, it doesn't mean your diploma is where you end.
no,
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. It doesn't mean your diploma, that's where you end. That was
no.
really inspiring, Engineer Nelly. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing that. So I think now we move to um, professional engineer registration with the Engineers Board of Kenya. Maybe you can start us off with what that is. What does that mean? Generally, professional to be registered with the Engineers Board of Kenya. What does that mean, and why should an engineer consider doing it?
Um, Once you get registered, you have the legal authority now to practice independently, confidently, because you've been tested. You've written reports. That is the training report, the training and experience report. You've done a project report. So
Mm,
once you go to the panel and they
mm,
see you capable to explain your work and the confidence, the maturity, then they give you a go ahead. So once you get registered, that is a legal authority for you to practice independently or wherever you are in the company. Yeah,
mm,
professional is building credibility and trust. Once you are
mm,
professional engineer, your credibility and trust is high because now we trust you can handle these projects, you can handle any equipment or something that is coming up, and accountability to society. Because now when
mm,
you're taking any project or overseeing something, designing something, you're not just taking care of yourself. There are people who are coming to maybe that building or anything that you're undertaking. So you're taking accountability. Once you're registered,
mm.
you're accountable in anything that you're going to oversee.
Yes.
Uh, for me, it's been career growth and leadership because now once
Mm.
you're registered, you're like, hey, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay. So I'm here. Mhm.
for me, it wasn't just ticking the boxes.
Mm.
Showing and proving my competence, ethics, of course, and readiness to take responsibility.
Okay. So I'm going to interrupt you a bit, Engineer Nelly, because your sound is a bit low. I don't know if you can try to adjust your sound a bit.
Is it better now?
You okay? Your sound is a bit low. The audience can tell us if if it's on my side and they can hear you clearly. But what I'm getting from what you're saying is You want to be accountable to the society. You want to grow in your career. Some of the reasons why you need to consider registering, because most people do it so they can get more money. Yes, the audience is confirming that your sound is very low.
Is it still low now? Because now we are talking about legal authority to practice.
Mm,
And once you get that side hustle, and you're practicing as a professional engineer, so you get that money, right?
mm.
Is it now? The
Yeah, the
is it
sound
better?
is no, still very low. So we're going to maybe you can try to just log out and then back in. We're going to allow to give you like 5 minutes to do that. In the meantime, those who are joining us, thank you so much. I see people are already in. If you have any questions around this, please let us know in the comment section, and also let us know where you're watching us from. So we're going to take a 5 minute break, and then we're going to be back. So I can see Engineer Nelly is back. Let's try if our sound will be good now. Engineer? Engineer Kosgei, are you there? There is someone. Peter is suggesting that you can try using your earphones if you have earphones around you. The sound could be better.
Am I audible now?
Yes, your voice is very good now. Yeah,
I can't hear anything.
you can't. Okay, all right. So, engineer, can we agree to do this at another time? Engineer Kosgei, hello. Yes, I think we can agree to Engineer Kosgei.
Yes, how is it now?
The sound is good, but we can't see you, and there's a bit
Okay.
of echo. Yeah. So,
Now,
yeah, I'm really sorry about the technical issues.
yeah. How is it now?
Okay, someone in the audience, please confirm you can hear Engineer Nelly clearly. Can someone confirm if you can hear Engineer Nelly clearly?
Ready to connect. So we can start with the overview of the EBK registration path.
Yeah,
Am I audible?
to a degree. So, okay, um, this is what I'm proposing to the audience and also to the audience is saying that we just continue. So let's do it. So you are talking to us about why somebody should register as an engineer with the Engineers Board of Kenya, and you're also telling us
Yeah.
you also walk us through your journey.
You so through your agenda.
Maybe you can just give a
Yeah.
recap of why somebody should consider registering, then we can continue from there.
Um, okay, thank you. So when we're talking about registration, it is not just about the ticking the box, tick, 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 you're now an engineer, the ENG. No, it's about now you are taking responsibility, and it's about your ethics, about your competence. If we say you are engineer Marion, are you really an engineer? When we say you are the one who was supervising the construction of a certain building, does it meet the standards? It comes with that responsibility. Are people safe?
Hmm.
So it, we are talking about the legal authority to practice. We are talking about professional credibility and trust. Once a year, someone is registered as an engineer, and I have a project, I'll definitely go for that person who is registered because I know the credibility. I can trust that person because the panel or the EBK, which is the statutory body of engineering faculties. And then we're talking about accountability to the society. You are accountable. Once you sign that paper, like you're the engineer in charge of this project, you are accountable to the society, your
Mhm.
safety, environment, and everything. You are committing yourself in. And career growth and leadership. It shows that you are ready for this. So Igo, can we dive in now into the overview of the EBK registration?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. So the registration part, of course, we start with the graduate engineer registration. Once you are done with that, you have the structured training, training and experience reports that you need to do and you write. And then we have the reports, the training reports that you need, and then the projects reports, and then it comes to panel interview, and then and that is how Wahala you become a registered professional engineer. First of all, you start with that GE registration. Over time, you build that experience. Now you come and write your training and experience report. You do the project report. The project. So there is a saying: if you can't talk about your work, then you're not doing it. So you need to that project report shows that you clearly know what you are doing because and always choose that project that you are comfortable and you are very confident and the one that you got involved in. So is it still audible? Am I audible? So let me now talk about my each stage and what it took. So, for instance, about the training and experience phase. That is you writing the report about your training. That is the school journey, your internship, your attachment, and everything. And we have a template always at the EBK. EBK always shares the right template to put this your TE report. So when it comes to T and experience report, we are talking about what you learned in each stage. So you'll be there is exposure to design, of course, the site supervision, the health, the project management, and the progressive how you've done these reports, the progression, and then my lesson my takeaway normally ilikuwa ni the logbook. When you go to attachment, the logs that you do, keep the logbook, seek mentorship. Mentorship iko too intentional. Alafu don't just do tasks. Understand on the decisions why that task was made, and then ethics and safety while you're doing these things. It is always says if you can't explain your work, simply you are not ready. So write your report and then choose that report that you are comfortable about and the one that you are really involved in. So
Mm-hmm.
Marion,
Yes, I like when you say that if you can't explain your report,
Marion,
you are.
am I
Sorry, can
audible?
you hear me? Yes, yes, we can hear you. I like when you say that if you can't explain your report, you are not ready.
Yes.
I really like that. So, can you now take us through the timelines? Like if I said I want to register today, what are the timelines that I expect, and when ideally should I start thinking about registration?
When you are saying you want to get registered,
Well, how long will it take me to get through the process, and at what stage in my career should I start thinking about registration?
once you first of all, as you just graduate, you have your certificate, right? Register as a
Mm-hmm.
G, as a graduate engineer. Once you're registered as a G, after 2 to 3 years of working and experience, you are exposed to the field. Start now thinking about registration as a professional engineer. Once you start that, it is easy. for you to write your training and experience, because you say I was in school doing this and this and this. During the school time, there was attachment, maybe two attachments. I was doing this and this and this. The logbooks that you are doing during attachment, do take a write about what you are doing.
Mm.
Yeah, and then now once you start with TE, it is easy because it is you, it is what you've been doing. That
Mm-hmm.
is how you started school, the matrix of how you went, the years, the small training you've been going, attach there, write it down there, what you captured all through. And then once you're done with your training, do a project that you are involved in, that you are comfortable and you are deeply involved with. Because if you can't explain your work, definitely you are not ready yet. Senior. So
Mm.
make sure whatever that project report that you did. For the timelines, that thing you can even do once you do your report, you write your two
Mm.
reports. That is the
Mm.
training and experience report, and then the project
Mm.
that you are comfortable, the one that you can confidently talk about it, write about it.
Mm.
Templates are always shared by the EBK. Once we are done, I can share the the templates.
Okay. Okay. And you talk about
Once
you should do a report that you're comfortable explaining. I think the next thing that maybe you can walk us through is the process. Like once I decide today I want to register as an electrical engineer, where do I start? What's the process A to Z of this until where I am now a registered professional electrical engineer?
you go to the EBK portal, there is a part of the
Mm,
membership. Then there is
mm,
the application. Download that,
mhm,
fill in, drop it to the EBK offices, and
mm,
then you pay for the registration.
mm,
There is an amount that you pay for the registration, right? And then
mhm,
immediately do the reports and you drop so that they can schedule you because we have panel sitting
mm,
to interview you to see your
mm,
readiness. Yeah. And this can only be done once you drop your reports and fill in the form, the
mm,
application form, the application form, drop the reports, and then they will reach out to you when you've been scheduled for the interview.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. So that's now when you have your reports ready. Yeah?
Yes, you are ready.
That's the stage where you have your reports ready and you want to submit them. But before that, there is that stage where you don't have any reports ready. I think let's go back there. You don't have any reports ready. Like where am I going to get these reports? You mentioned the templates. Where are the templates? You mentioned the reports. What kind of reports am I going to be writing? So maybe you can shed some light on the this report that we're going to be submitting. Maybe you can shed some light on that.
When we are talking about training and experience report,
Mm,
these are reports of you going to school, you are in more university, you did this and this and this and this.
mm,
I went to attachment from this period and this period and this period, and I
mm,
got this experience. Those logbooks that you are filling in, you fill in what you've been doing during attachment. You went to
mm,
internship, did this and this and this and this is the experience that I got. You go to your work, where you started work now, where you started the work, do a little report on what you've been doing, what it involves, and blah, 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 and your experience. You start
mm,
your training, the attachments, the internship, the jobs, and how you can do the current work that
mm,
or your role that you are and the experience. So it is just simple talk about you, no
mm,
one else. We have
mm,
templates. show that
Mm.
what the guiding templates.
Okay. So then, maybe tell us these reports.
Mm-hmm.
What should somebody, when writing these reports, looking back, because this is something that you have done, you've been there, done that. When
Yeah.
writing your reports, what are some of the things that somebody should look out for in this, both for the technical experience and the project reports?
So when you are talking about these reports, now you have to do a clear project description. That is the design. Are we talking about we've moved to project report or we are still into or
Both of
general?
them. And
Both of
let's
them.
yeah, let's do both of them.
Now it will help you when it comes to the projects. It will demonstrate your competence, your growth, and your professional judgment. Because now,
Mm,
especially electrical, when I did my
mm,
project report, I said I'm introducing an electric pump. So this electric pump, what were some of how did I come up? The sizing, even the cable sizing, the controls, the actuators, and how did I come up with them? Like the sizing and the operations and what, like the cable sizing. You have to demonstrate like how you did the cable sizing,
mm,
the basics of the electrical basic principles. For instance, that will help you to do the calculations. So you have to demonstrate all this. You have to show engineering practices, principles applied, challenges you faced, and how you solved them. And during this report, what are the decisions that you made? I mean,
mm,
what were the challenges that you made and decisions that you made that were changing? What led you to make those decisions when you are coming up with a project or solving the issues of the project?
mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is in a technical and experience report, you're supposed to highlight your individual contribution to
Yes.
projects.
Your personal role,
Okay.
not the company's achievement or the other, but your
Mm,
personal role while designing this project.
mm.
Another thing
And the challenges. Mm,
when you get to the interview,
mm,
they will find a way to they will ask you questions, of course, from your project. That is your
mm,
training, your project report, and your technical uh, training and experience report. So they will ask you, so you are on this project, who's your supervisor?
mm,
Be very keen because now if you say your supervisor is someone, Mark or someone, or John, and John is not registered, you want
mm,
her to entrust you, and whatever you are doing is not was not supervised by a professional engineer. So when you are
mhm,
answering these questions, be very keen because
mm,
your supervisor on paper, on your reports, you're saying is
mhm,
George. For instance,
mhm,
my, my supervisor was and still is engineer George Kamuya. So
mm,
there is no way I'll say John was in charge of my project that I'm presenting, and Mark is
mm,
not registered. On paper,
mm,
it's engineer George Kamuya. So be very keen on this.
mm.
Let your
Okay.
supervisor be registered as well.
Mm. So what you're trying to say is your supervisor has to be a registered professional engineer.
Yes, yes. Has to be a professional professional engineer as well.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 Um, so we have the tips for the technical experience report. Ensure your supervisor is registered. We said ensure you're highlighting what you have done, not what the company or the team has achieved. Are there any other uh, things that someone should look for the technical experience before we move to the project report? Because there is also that part for like what kind of experience exactly, and what number of years or months, or what you see what I mean, the range of experience that you have, you know. Like for you had mentioned pumps. So if for the entire of my career I have worked in like you're in the energy industry, if I've worked in energy, is that adequate, or do I need to have like a range of experience for me to be considered for registration?
It has to be along the line of discipline. Like my project, I cannot bring a project of chains or bearings or something too mechanical, and yet I'm an electrical engineer. I'm trying to get registered as an electrical engineer. It has to have the principles of electrical engineering to showcase that
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to be an electrical engineering. As I
Mm.
said, you cannot explain your work in even the reports, then you're not ready yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So then, so we can move now to the project report. Some of the tips you have for the project report.
So some of the common mistakes that we make in training and experience report is being too brief on academics,
Mm-hmm.
uh, copying some job descriptions, or not having the not linking experience to engineering fundamentals.
Okay.
Yeah. For the project report, link your project with the principal. For instance, myself, I'd not done the cable sizing. So they told me to go back and show why I chose the 2.5 square of the cable. I need to show why I did. So all goes back to the basics,
Mm-hmm.
like the Ohm's law. When you talk about Ohm's law in electrical, because now it is going to be voltage is equals to the resistance multiplied with the current that is passing through. So if you
Mm.
want to know the resistance, you of course say divide by this current, this. So if my voltage, you already know the voltage that is being drawn, maybe 240 or
Mm.
415. So that by the current, and then you
Mm.
get the resistance. Yeah,
So you have
most of the
to
things,
carry on.
most of they will always ask, why did you choose a certain capacitor? Why did you choose this sizing of the transducer or something, or the actuator? Yeah,
Mm.
you should be keen when you've chosen maybe a 5 kilowatt motor. What
Mm.
led you to choose it? And the cable sizing, the controls, what led you to choose it?
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the part two, you have to ensure you can be able to explain uh, your engineering decisions. Because as you
Yes.
told us, the registration point is you're not being given authority, you're being trusted, you're saying I'm ready to be making the decisions. So you need to be
Decisions.
able to explain, um, the reasoning behind your decisions, your engineering decisions. That's what I'm getting from what you're saying.
Yes, yes.
So do we have any more things to look out for the part two?
I mean, so you have to do a clear problem definition when you decided to do that project. You have to do
Mm,
the design, of course, and the assumptions, the
mm,
calculations, and the drawings,
mm,
and should be standard based, like the
mm,
engineer standard based. And then we have the and have now that will question your engineering judgment. You have
mm,
to showcase because now that will show if your engineering maturity is quote unquote engineering maturity is there.
mm, mm. That's profound actually. You have to know what passes as an engineering problem.
Yeah.
Mm, mm, mm. Okay.
You execute project you know deeply.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. So now we have you've taken us through the reporting. You've taken us through the
So
first part, which is the technical experience. Second part, project report, and you've also kind of told us that once you compile these reports, then your next step is to submit them to the Engineers Board of Kenya. The submission, is it virtual? Or is it you have to go there physically and submit it?
you have to drop them physically. You
So
have to
they
drop
are on paper. You
them.
have to print it out.
Pre- Talking of that, you have to print 4 copies,
Uh-huh.
and your supervisor
Why
has
for?
to sign them because we have 3 panelists,
Okay.
and we have 3 panelists,
Uh-huh.
one for you.
One for
Do you
you, three
understand?
for the three panelists. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. 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 So I print the 4 copies and then
Signed
I
by
drop them to they're signed,
yes.
then I
And then
drop
you
them.
drop to the 40 suits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So project experience report, technical report, each print 4 copies, drop them at 40 suits, but ensure they are signed by my supervisor first. Drop them there.
Yes. Yeah.
So after, okay, before we move to the interview part, if I decided to start my registration today, how long will
hmm
today is 14th February. How long do you think it will take me to finish doing those reports?
Once
And
you're
what are
done,
some of the challenges that I might face, that might cause me to delay?
number one is your report has to go with the templates that are required because they keep changing over time.
Mm,
One will say you want our reports to look like this. So you have to
mm,
tailor your reports to look at the templates that have been shared by the EBK.
mm.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, yes. So tailor your report to the templates of EBK.
Make sure you tailor your reports to look at the recommended templates. Because if you go with a non-recommended template report, you'll not even get a chance to sit for the interview.
Mm,
Yeah. So make
okay.
sure your reports are with, are as the required templates. The timelines depends on you fully.
Mm,
Yeah, it all depends with you. If you give yourself today, do the training and experience report. If you captured everything, that will be 2 weeks or something, because it
mm,
is always on you. It's always on you. Go for the project. The project could be, because that is humongous, could be maybe 1 month. Take it to 40s. They receive. Once they receive, they'll schedule you for interview. Interview now depends with the number of engineers, because this is a body that is working for everyone in Kenya. So you never know how many engineers have dropped their reports. So it will
mm.
depend on the number.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
So
okay.
if you start
Can you?
today,
Mhm.
by March, June, we should be calling you a ENG.
Okay.
Yeah.
So one more thing before the registration, I think it's also very important to talk about the costs. So somebody is financially prepared for the investment that this requires. What's the approximate amount of money that someone should have down before they start this process?
10K for registration.
Mm,
This is one of, that is 10K for the registration.
mm,
And then the registration, now you'll have the yearly payment. The yearly payment, the annual subscription. But for you to
mm,
start, you have to pay the
mm,
10K registration
mm,
for
mhm.
the EBK.
And that's it. Do I need to pay for anything else before I
No,
get the title,
no,
before I get the
just the
license?
10K. For you to get, you have to also register, to go and register with IK, because they have to respond back to them. For the IK, it is 3,600. That is 3,600 registration.
So at what stage am I registering with EBK after I am licensed? At what stage am I registering
When
with IK? Sorry.
No, no, no. You'll have, before your letter comes in, you have to pay immediately. Once you've done your interview, you
Mm-hmm.
start on the interview. The interviews,
Mm,
we have two interviews. We have oral, and in the
mm,
afternoon, you are told come back for your
mm,
written. So written
mm,
mostly comes from the basics of engineering. If it's electrical,
mm,
they can tell you to talk about ohms and whatever. The
mm,
the the factors you check on, or the conditions for monitoring transmission line or something, protection protection of the transmission line, or the units on transmission lines, something like that, the
mm,
basics. Or it will come from your profession, your reports. Like my written interview came from my reports.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we're talking about the interview and we have been waiting for this, and I think this is the most feared moment, you know, going to face that panel. So, how is it there
Huh.
at the panel?
That is, I would talk about that all day.
Uh-huh.
We've been given like, oh, electrical panel I'll tap. What? This is a conversation. The interview is a conversation. It is not an interrogation.
Okay.
Conversation. You go get these people, you interact, you're talking about the things that you've been working on, the basics of electrical engineering. When you talk about motor starting, the way I would do a motor starting, maybe star delta, direct online. It's just the same way you'll also do it. So this is
Mm,
something that's common. It's a conversation. It's nothing. It's not in an interrogation.
okay. So it's something to look forward to. They're not going to harass you.
Confidence. No, it's not.
Okay, but what
Another
if they ask
thing,
me a
and
question
that
and
is,
I don't know? Okay. Yes, continue. You can
you will
continue, then
not.
you'll answer me later. Mm.
Another thing is, professional engineers are not judged on reasoning. We are judged on reasoning, not on perfection.
Okay.
We can come sit down with you, reason with you, and say, "Is this possible? Is it not?" It's not on perfection.
Mm.
What if we do this? We try this and see the results. If it doesn't
Mm.
work, can we go your way? Yeah. So it is on reasoning. It is not on perfection and everything.
Mm. I like that. So then
Yeah.
it's acceptable to say how, for example, if I'm asked a question that I don't know, it's acceptable to say how I think it should be done, like how I would go about it, even if I have never done it.
Yes. Because
Okay.
you've not been, for instance, I'm in drilling department. We use
Mm.
rigs. So the motors here are doing other work. They're doing, so I can come and say, we are using this and this and this because from this field where I am, we normally
Mm.
use this to maybe run a certain thing. But for him,
Mm.
he hasn't seen that working, right? But you are the
Mm.
one who is working there. So you're trying to explain this can do this cannot do. Yes. So it's reasoning. Like I can, if you are seeing a six, I'm seeing a nine. There is a way we can reason out from the like, no, from your side, it's because you are looking at this side. From my side, it's because I'm standing on this
Mm.
side.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. 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 So what I'm also hearing is
And
engineering. You have to
another
demonstrate what
thing,
engineering is about. Yes, which is you're never working alone in projects, so you can't. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. You were talking about the other thing.
another thing is if it is not your work, it. They will just know it because utakuwa unatapatapa. It is not your work. If it is not your work, don't claim it because utakuwa
Okay.
unatapatapa. They can always know.
Mm.
Yeah,
So stick to what you did, what you contributed to.
yeah.
So, okay, Engineer Nelly, is there a point where the panel might tell you, okay, we don't think you are ready? Do you think that can ever happen?
Sorry,
Do you think
I
there's a
didn't
point
hear
where the
you.
panel, yes, I'm asking, do you think there's a point where the panel might tell you, we don't think we are ready? Maybe you need to go get more experience.
I have last week there was electrical panel interviews that were ongoing, and a friend of mine, one of my friends, was returned back. She was not given opportunity to do the written interview because
Mm-hmm.
now the report she had done
Mm,
was not meeting the standard. Then when you go
mm,
to the panel, I don't know how she did or how what she did because now
mm,
they told her you're not come back when you're ready because now I think it's also the confidence on how you're explaining these things when they ask you this, the confidence that you portray out there. Plus your
mm.
reports. Please let your reports go as per the required template.
Okay.
Because if your report
Okay.
is not good, will not hear you because whatever you are telling us already, the first sight
Mm.
of the report. Anything else, I'm saying the report.
Okay. Okay. And what would you say is someone? would expect in the written part of the test? What is it? Okay, how is it like is it like the exams we used to do, or is it something, is it like a work, when you need to figure something at work, you can ask people, you can check information online. Is that how the written exam is, or it's something that, like the exams we used to do back in school?
No,
How is it?
no, it's tough because now they are asking you maybe the fundamentals or the simple things. Like they can even ask you to draw as the connection. I'm saying, for instance, electrical, the star delta connection.
Mm,
You've been working on it. You've been on your report. Maybe it is there. You captured it on the report, so it's something that you know. But again, sorry to say, I will not shout. I'm not going to shout,
uh-huh.
but you have, it is not on gunpoint. You have your phone
Oh.
there. You have you are exposed to it. But I'm not shouting this. You can
Okay,
decide.
so there is no one watching you. There's no one watching you there doing exams. There's no one manning you.
So yeah. But again, when it comes to the interview, what
Yeah.
the panel assess, it assesses your technical competence.
Mm,
They are assessing your understanding of your project. They
mm,
are assessing your ethics and safety awareness
mm,
when you're running this project. We are
mm,
talking about communication skills. Because once you are a registered engineer, you are a leader. You're supposed to lead the team. You have
mm,
to talk about the projects that will be given to be in charge of. So it is testing about your communication skills as well and the professional maturity, quote unquote, professional maturity. Are you ready? Because now
mm,
when you go out there, there are stakeholders, many other stakeholders, even the community are stakeholders. So you need to
mm,
know how to handle all this. So it's more of communication skills, the
mm,
written, when you do your report writing, the technical
mm,
writing of it shows, are you ready? Will you cover
mm,
this? Will you be able to do this? So it is
mm,
not just like we tick, tick, tick. No, it is exposing you on
mm.
your competencies, various competence, professional communication.
Okay. Okay. So, I think we have practically gone through most of the steps. What registration is, why you should register, how long it will take you, and you've told us that depends on the person, and also the reports, what to look out for in the technical experience report, in the project report, and the interview. Also, you painted a picture for us how the interview room looks like, and you've told us it's just a discussion. We're just having a discussion. No one is interrogating you. We're just having a discussion. Yeah, and the written exams, it's really what's in your report, what you've done is the fundamentals, the simple things. So my greatest takeaway is just be able to explain what you've written there, what you've submitted to them. Yeah. So I think we're going to have a Q&A session now. And those who are live, you are free to ask any questions in the chat, and we'll start with the first one from Bernard, who is asking a quick one. We have instrumentation professional engineers registered by EBK, but we do not have graduate engineers. I didn't know that. So
I didn't know.
instrumentation, is that electrical?
Yeah, when it comes to electrical, we have various houses within electrical. We have electronics, we have telecommunication, we have instrumentation. Yeah,
So,
and the
okay,
power.
when you get and power. So when you get registered with EBK, are you registered as a certain category of electrical engineer or you just registered as an electrical engineer?
Registered as an electrical engineer. Mine is electrical engineer. My discipline is electrical.
Okay, then that answers the question. So it's not about which electrical are you doing, it's about the field that you are in. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. All right. I don't see any other question. Mhm. Sorry?
I have an advice.
Yes.
So start early,
Mm-hmm.
document everything,
Mm.
find mentors,
Mm-hmm.
upload pics, respect the process.
Mm.
Yeah. So start early, document everything, find mentors. We have mentorship groups that have been started by IK.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are actually great tips.
Yeah.
Then we have another question. How much do
Mhm.
graduates pay for registration and annual subscription?
Graduates, it's
Yes.
1500, but I'll
For
confirm.
I don't know what they mean by registration. It's registration of what?
Registration as if it is the annual subscription that is 1500
For EBK. No, no, no. For EBK should be more.
for people.
What's the professional? What's the rates for the professional?
For professional,
Mm.
you pay first for registration, you start with 10K, and then now
Mm-hmm.
you'll have annual subscription of 5K.
Yeah. Annual subscription for professional is 5K.
Yeah. Though I'll
Yeah.
confirm.
Yeah,
Kindly.
I think for graduate is more. Engineer Ronald is confirming that it's 4K.
Sorry?
For graduates should be more than 1,500. It's Engineer Ronald is confirming that it's 4,000. Yeah. So I don't know if you have any other questions from the audience or any other additional tips that you have for us, Engineer Nelly, before we move to now the closing part, a very exciting one.
There is someone saying something?
No, do you have any other thing to add?
So, being registered as a professional engineer is a beginning of greater responsibility, leadership, and service.
Mm,
So, plus it opens up more doors
mm,
because now you can operate confidently because you've been
mhm,
certified, given that go
mhm,
ahead.
mm.
Yeah. So start
Sorry
early
about that.
and
Mm, mm,
yeah.
mm.
Plus now we have currently it's the best time because we are talking about there's this 10K walk by IK. So we can
Okay,
push and become part of the 10K engineers, registered engineers. Yeah, take
okay,
advantage of the call.
okay. So now is the best time to register, guys. We have another question from Nathaniel. He's asking, what if I had majors in mechatronics and I'm doing projects that are more electrical and electronic based? What major would I be allowed to apply for? I'm not sure if he's talking about education or registration.
I know of someone who I know of someone who's registered as a mechatronics engineer.
Okay. So
Yeah, I know
EBK
someone
has
who's
that,
registered as a
has
mechatronics
category.
engineer.
Mm,
Yes, yes. We also have agricultural engineers. You know that,
mm. Yes, yes,
and they are
agricultural, I know.
registered.
Yes.
So,
Mm,
Marion, once we are done,
mm.
I will give you a number of the guy who's registered as a mechatronics engineer so that you can connect Nathaniel with the engineer so
Absolutely.
that he can
Nathaniel,
help
please
him
leave
in
your
your.
email. Absolutely. Yes, yes, I will do that. So it means EBK has a registration category for mechatronics engineers.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. Nathaniel, please leave your email. I'll connect you to that engineer. Um, any other questions? Okay. So I think this one has been answered. Bernard, you don't register under a category of electrical, you register as an electrical engineer, general. Same to GA. You register as an electrical engineer, general. Unless your degree was
Yes.
in instrumentation, then maybe it's a different case. Okay.
So,
I think, yes, I think that's it. We are ready to register. We are ready.
so we are, yes.
We are ready
Let's,
to register. I think you've given us all the major tips, and I'm so glad that we conquered this talk despite the challenges that we had. Now, me, I'm so excited for the next part because it will help us to know you a bit better outside engineering. I call it the Uhandisi spin. Are you ready?
we are ready.
So we're going to okay, let me give some ground rules. We're going to do 5 spins, but you answer the first the very it's kind of like a quick fire. You answer the very first answer that comes to your mind. What's the other instruction? You can't skip the question, and the audience gets to decide if we do an extra spin. Are you ready?
Okay. Ready? Oh,
Okay. It's okay. We don't do that one because it's
okay.
already there. Mm-hmm. We have a winner. Early
I can't
riser or
see
night owl?
anything.
Okay, the question is, are you an early riser or a night owl?
Ali Riza.
Okay, second one. What's your most used emoji?
Smiley. Smile, smiley.
You're always smiling, engineer. And they think engineers are serious people. Maybe we shock them. Okay, the third one. We have a winner. Have you ever pretended to understand something in a meeting?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, number four.
And
Don't we all? Okay, that's another menu.
Arsenal. Check my profile.
Oh my god, I knew that. The last one. Site work or office work? Site or office?
Sorry?
Site or office?
Site.
Site. Site, okay. Okay, that's it. Those are the first five questions. We didn't get a request for a bonus spin from the audience. So that's it for the one DC spin. And I think that will be the end of our conversation. We've gone through registration as a professional engineer. We've gone through why you should register, what this means for you when you get that registration. And Engineer Lily said for her, it wasn't just ticking a box. Now you're aware of the responsibility that comes with it. We talked about how it is in the process of registration, the registration interview, and the how to face the panel. And she's painted a picture for us how the panel looks like and answered the questions that you guys have. So I want to appreciate Engineer Nelly for making the time to join us and to stay and for staying despite the challenges she faced on her end. I also want to thank the audience for being patient and for bearing with us and also for asking the question and interacting with us on today's talk. So this has been me, Marian Golda, here at Uhandisi Talks, your host. I'm a structural and bridge engineer and also the founder of Uhandisi Talks. Please let us know of any feedback, any questions at Uhandisi Talks with Golda at gmail.com. Until next time, bye.